Hello and welcome to Little Lands. It's Little Lands, a short strategy city builder prototype about building on a cluster of small tiles that randomly connect to your land over time. This game was made for a game jam originally. I believe it's been tweaked a little bit, mostly graphics, sound maybe, and one extra building has been added that I can think of on the top of my head. But it was made in 72 hours, so it was a pretty decent achievement once you get into it. It's only a short game, but another guilty pleasure. We'll start off with, well, first of all, let's randomise the map. This is the map that you'll be playing on, just hitting random, and you come up with a pretty average map, really. I'm hoping for something more like that first one I randomised away from. So that'll do. Reasonably good cluster of land to build on. So we'll go over it more as we play it. The game is free as it is. Start off building your town hall. Town hall does have its uses, apart from just being where you start off. If you build residencies around there, cottages, houses, they get a little boost for being next to the town hall. So you want as many spaces around the town hall as you can. This one here is your shipyard. This is where you're going to build your ship to escape. And it's important, but let's just whack it down there. Alright, down here you've got your destroy, so I can destroy something. Or I have the build. These are all the buildings. First of all, we're going to quickly throw in, and bad guys will attack. Let's just come down a little bit. Bad guys will attack you, so you've got to get in and get things done as quick as you can. We're out of workers up here, which is a bad thing because I haven't put in any food. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do, after running out of food, that is whack down a few houses. You've got tiny house and big house. The only advantage to going for a tiny house is that it costs less resources to build. Overall, though, it's exactly the same. I don't know why you'd go for a tiny house. It's only if you don't want too many extra workers. Each worker, you see, uses up... Ooh, click on that one. Each worker uses up a bit of food. So you can see my population's at 16. That means overnight they will eat 16 of my little apples over here. Then you got your wood and your stone, which we generate the wood and the stone as long as we have our lumberjack and our mining shack. Alright, what else do we have? You got to move pretty quickly in this game, just to keep ahead of the bad guys. The windmills must be built on plain grass used for farms. Requires one worker. These here are pretty much my go-to for making. Ooh, not enough workers. For making food. That's the word. I'll get there eventually. The other very important early game building, there you go, muddle my words, is the archer tower. These are, well, kind of a given. They're essential. They wouldn't be in the game if they weren't something that you needed. We, however, need more workers. And we are... what I want to do, the archer's towers, they take 25 wood and 40 stone. As soon as we've got enough of the stone, I can... You do have to click on different tiles, bar the wood and the stone mines themselves. Oh, there we go, our first night feeding our peasants, all those extra peasants. We aren't producing enough, so we have to be very careful there. What was I saying? I don't know. Anyway, that's what I was originally talking about, but I've probably gone off on a tangent a couple of times. The stone must be up to 40. I'm going to keep it at 40 and 25 for the wood, just so that when it is time to plonk down a tower, we'll have the resources ready. The towers themselves, defends 5 tile radius, requires 2 workers, so we're going to have to keep 2 workers. When it's raining, and you get this little, it's raining, crops will grow much faster, so you get a little bit more food in at that time. And you've got to click it as quick as you can just to maximise. Alright, the idea of the game, the purpose of the game, the reason we're doing all this is to build a ship here and escape these lands. This is the leftover, or the remains of Earth. Earth's been destroyed. Yep. And there we go with our first space pirate ship thing. So see, if I plonk that down over there, and he'd come in, he would have just wiped out square after square until he got over here, and it would have been game over. So the first one I usually save up and plonk it down when I'm ready. Alright, we do appear to be going up in food, probably only because of the rain. Now there is another building, an extra building that wasn't around for the actual game jam. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong. I think the barracks was there. What wasn't was the storehouse. What the storehouse will do is auto-collect everything, so you don't have to click on any of the farms. Another good food production one is the apple trees. And if you put the apple trees near water, which we're going to quickly do, and then we're going to quickly whack him in over there. You can see the pirate boat did take away one of those, but oh well, it happens. Yeah, the apple trees, they produce food as well. They will run out and just disappear, and you've got to rebuild them. They also cost a fair amount of food, which is, you know, something that you're trying to get. So I don't like them as much as the farms. They work really well around water. However, so do the farms. The farms get a bonus when they're around water as well. All right. So stone is kind of our what was that? Oh, lumberjacks, or lumber. Yeah, there we go. Lumber depleted. All right, all those ones we first put in, the mine shack and the lumber shack, they all wore out, and they do that over time. They'll use up all the resources on the tile, and the tile disappears. Eventually, a tile may come back there. It's pretty randomly done, so it could come back and be a completely useless tile to you in that location, or it could come back and you finally have yourself a clean tile. So we are going to have to replace those. What did we just put down? We do have... Yes, thank you, I'll take that. And that. And all those. And that. We have one stone. Alright, you're in range, good. We have one stone. I'm going to grab an extra wood over here. And do we have enough? We've got enough for another stone. The pirates do start coming in much greater numbers as well. We will need to save up our stone, and it looks like we might also need to get our wood down. Our workers, more workers, ready for that extra tower that we will need. We're going to have to defend in every direction eventually. They can destroy them. Now what's this one here? The barracks. The barracks increases the archer tower speed and the archer tower range. It's a good boost. However, you need to have one of those. It requires 4 workers, one of those per tower. Or not per tower, but one of those adjacent to a tower for it to work. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Must be next to a tower to boost it. Yep, there you go. So if I built one of those on this tower here, next to this tower, this one wouldn't get any benefit from it. So a tower at that point would take 6 workers. Which, in my opinion, you're better off just having a couple extra towers. Have 2 towers instead of 1 tower. So, not one that I might just be doing it wrong, in all honesty, but I feel that that's probably the better way of doing it. Ooh, just go down here, WASD to move around. I've seen a little shining bit there, telling me that there was some wood down there. We seem to be doing... Oh, there we go. So we're going to whack him in over there. I don't really care about the water. Is there any down here? No? Okay. Cool. And we got both of them. Oh, and that. So we're using up 26 a night. So that should be alright. What is that? What do I have there? Something just come up. That's right. Okay, I can live with that. Usually I'll end up with a fair few farms. We want to make sure we got enough for our next one. At some point, when we're really bringing in the resources, it's okay just to whack down a few towers around the place and hope you cover everything. I don't, because yeah, I stuff up all the time. I'm hopeless at it, but I have faith that we will get through it. We will get through it this time round. Alright, this here is probably not going to be a series. I probably should have said that at the start. The game will be over. Oh, here we go. You know what? I'm going to bring it back just a... I'm going to bring it back just there. You want to have them so they kind of overlap but don't. If they do overlap, say if we had one come in, one pirate come in from here and another one come in next to him, both of these towers might attack the one pirate. The other pirate will be able to take out one of your towers. So it's happened a fair few times. That's probably the main way that I lose towers. Well, that would have been a good spot as well. Pretty tight, but what do we look at it for? I'm gonna get a few more workers going, like how they call them workers. In a lot of games with this kind of sure medievalish castles and everything setting, the workers are usually just called peasants. So we're going with workers this time. What was I going to do? I reckon we should get a couple more towers just randomly placed, and then fill in the gaps as need be. You watch, there'll be someone come from this way now. Betcha. That's usually the way it works. And there is one other thing that I really do want. You little... Oh, mine's gone. Mine's gone. Ah, mine's gone. Okay, that's alright. Not enough resources. Oh, yes, that's right. We need stone, which we just lost. We got one more over here. He's not going to get bored. Eventually, he'll get rid of all that. You know what? I'm not too fussed about the loss of that. I like to keep my stuff nice and centrally located with a nice defensive tower network around it. We will have to wait a fair while for that, though. But in the meantime, I'm going to plonk down... Yeah, I'll whack down one of those. There's your storehouse. They're going to collect all the crops from now on. And there we go. Yeah, what was that? Oh, that was the tree, the apple tree. The apple trees, they are useful for getting going. Yeah, I find them not quite as effective as getting the farms going. So that's why I usually do that. And we lost all our mines. Brilliant. Well, he's going to blow his way through that eventually, getting destroyed by this tower. I do want probably another maybe 2 to 3 more towers. As it is, I could survive off this number of towers. I have in the past, so... Oh, we don't really have enough. Alright. Alright, we need to get a little bit of stone coming in. We've got nothing coming in at the moment. What was that? Not enough resources. Not enough... Oh, not enough crop. Alright. Not enough resources. Still not enough crop. This should bring in a fair bit of crop. But we need stone so that we can get down some lumber mills. Or lumber shacks, I think they're called. Oh yeah, that's it. I wasn't paying attention. Should have had a fair few more of these waiting to go. What? Oh, right, we didn't have enough food. Now we need workers. Not enough resources. Huh. Come on, stone. There we go. So that we can get... Ooh, thank you. Ah, come on. What? Ooh, see, he was under fire there, the tower. He survived that round. It's possible. I haven't actually noticed if it sustains the damage, or if it slowly repairs. It's possible it has not repaired, if that is the case. Nope, didn't think so. If that is the case, then that one will most likely die during a next attack, a direct attack on it. Another game mechanism that I haven't pointed out is the happiness up here. Happiness is linked to a number of buildings, as well as starvation. Now you can see here, we're going to run out of food before we feed them all. And every tick that it goes down, that we don't have food, you lose a little bit of happiness. You get it back over time as well. Alright, yeah, we couldn't have got that just a little bit before then. No, apparently not. Alright. Oh no. We're gonna have to build a few more houses so that we can get some more crop. And I'm going to just randomly throw down a couple of trees. No, I'm not, because we don't have resources. The advantage to the trees, grows apples over time, can be destroyed for wood, gives 2 food per harvest, lives longer when next to water, doesn't use workers. So that's the main reason I'm going to be building a fair few of these guys. What have we got up here? Ah, that was a bit of stone. Oop, can't complain about that. Free stone is free stone. And we can do that. Alright, they do take a while to grow. I don't know. I still like the farms. Once you get going, the farms do come into their own. So they're more expensive on the workers, and you end up needing a greater population for them. But all right, and I should probably point out the ship, how you build it. You can see right there. I seem to have accidentally clicked on it a number of times already. But if you click here, just click the once, and it'll put one of each resource into that very top section there. 1 food, 1 lumber, and 1 stone. Once that gets to 300, you click again, and jeez, our happiness is really going down there. You click again, and you'll send your ship on its way. Alright, so we may get a few of... Thank you, needed that. A few apples this time round, which is very needed. I'm going to whack one of those down and get a couple patches producing a bit of food. And I am going to just plonk down a couple of these, just because we need it without the workers. Last time I beat the game, I have beat it a couple of times already. Population I had was over 100, and that was mostly just with farmlands. What we should be doing though, those trees cost a fair bit to put down. We've got a bit of time before we need that food, and we've got enough. So what we can do, what I want to do anyway, is get some workers. That's right. Yeah. Get a few more mines going. I usually do run low on stone, but this time around I seem to be running low on wood. So I'll whack down a couple of these. Oh, no, I'll whack down one. We've got another one there already. Alright, yeah. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Mine deleted, so that was a good timing putting that other one down. I'm going to whack down another one of these guys. With perfect timing during the rain. You can see that once you get going with a couple of farms, throw a few trees in there, and you quite easily get your resources in. Mine depleted. Ah, brilliant. Alright, well, let's make another one. Ooh, bit of move down, bit of stone there. Yeah, it's once you get your food managed, you're pretty much smooth sailing, I'd say. Let's get another lumber over there. Yeah, it's coming in. It's all coming along nicely. But I want to be silly and produce a fair bit more food and lumber. The quicker we get that in... That was just one on his own. Silly, silly boy. Oh, no! Okay. That's a thing. Well, let's see. Let's just destroy it. That is one way. Just this one right here, this spot. If I put a mine on there, now that I have enough resources, obviously, eventually that will fall through, and it's possible that I could have a green tile come up, which I could replace with my field, with my farm. Alternatively, if I want that to disappear quicker, I can right now destroy that And I don't want to, because it'd be completely pointless. But yeah, that would be one way of clearing something like the stone next to it. Maybe other ways. I haven't found other ways. Why did I do that? I didn't need food. But I got it. Yay, me. Huh. We need wood, is what we need. So, let us get a little bit more wood coming in. There's a good one. And another good one. Alright, do we have all these covered? Yes, it appears. Oh, one up there got rid of a couple of spots. Yeah. Another one over here would be nice. Not essential. I think it's been pretty obvious that we've been going okay. Let's throw a few more resources in here. I'm pretty happy with where we're at. We could do it with this. The only real advantage to continuing to grow our population and our resource input, production, is that we will get that ship quicker. That's it. So, yeah, not a terrible idea. Not a terrible idea to actually do. And I am going to do that. Okay, I haven't really seen them come in that way too much. Doesn't mean they won't, it just means I've been lucky. So we're gonna stick with lucky. So we want to get as much resources coming in as we can. I like to keep everything inside my towers. Your towers do cover one extra space out, but oh, that was good. Okay, putting down ones like the lumber, what they're doing is they're costing stone, so it's okay. I'm not actually. What was that? Oh, trees. I'm not using up the resource that I'm struggling with at the present. I am going to put down an extra stone. And for now, tree depleted. Let us throw a few more resources into the ship. Might as well whack down a few more trees. We really don't need to. We have plenty happening already. This is just because I can, really. The food, it appears to be easily under control, and we have more stone there. Free stone, won't say no to that. It is these two others that we're just waiting on them to generate. Well, add a fair bit. Yeah, I may. Oh, raining again, so that's great. I may just let that all build up for a little bit. Again, there's no real reason. If you've got enough to put in there, put it in there. Okay. Again, oh, mine depleted. Yours depleted as well. Let's whack down another one. Lumber. It looks like we're starting to get ahead on the lumber now. So let's put down a mine. We'll whack a bit more in. Must be getting close to night time now. That was just one ship on his own as well, was it? Nice. Keep it up over the 67. Just in case it goes night. It does take a while for the population to go through all the food that you've got, so we could probably knock that down to 50, maybe even into the 40s. And there goes another tree. Maybe not. Oh, come on, stop that. Stop that. Here we go. Oh. More food. More wood. And if we put you one there, I will put some more in. Just because I can, really. It appears that the food is now what is the resource we're struggling with, so alright. A bit more rain wouldn't go astray. And we're going to destroy these eventually. Wow, these guys are taking a beating. They're starting to get a little bit tougher, it would seem. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if that's possible, but it seems to be a thing. That's for sure. Well, whack down a couple more of you, just because we had the workers to do it. Oh, mine depleted, so they got rid of that mine right there. Hopefully that'll pop up a new piece of land, and you can use it. The water wouldn't be terrible, but obviously a field would be probably a little bit more beneficial. It's going to take a while for our trees to finish growing, and as I say that, they grow. Well done me. However, I think we've got this. About 25 minutes I think the video's been going for so far, which is perfect time. Perfect timing to have finished it. So let's see if we can't... Yep, we should have enough. Alright, so you got green now at the top. Next time we click. Whoa, that was loud. It was very loud. And then you hear the story, which is that 19,804 years after the Earth was destroyed. Obviously, success. Thanks to you, 67 people boarded a ship. Oh, I should have upped that. 67 people. That's going to be some messed up future generations. And began searching for a new world. I can't speed this up. Sorry. It's a bit slow, but hey, it's the you win screen, so I can't get angry. I can, but I would be pointless me doing it. Alright, come on, get to the new land. Get to the new promised land, our pirate ship through space. I don't know how those sails work. Solar sails, I guess. You made it to a bigger world. The end. Done. That's it. Quick little game, quick little look. Another one of those ones that I just jump on from time to time and see if I can't best my score. 104, I think, is my best getting people out. And I've done it in easily under 20 minutes. You can get this game played. It's free. I'll whack the link in the description down the bottom. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you have, hit like, subscribe, leave a comment. Oh, I should say it is free. However, you can pay. It's on itch.io. So yeah, you can suggest a payment amount. So yeah, if you feel like supporting the developer, you can pay money for these kind of games on there. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, if you got something out of it, hit like, subscribe, leave a comment, do all those things, and I will see you next whenever. Bye bye.